Literary genres. Genres of literature are important to learn about. The two main categories separating the different genres of literature are nonfiction and fiction. There are several genres of literature that fall under the nonfiction category. Nonfiction sits in direct opposition to fiction. Mystery is a genre of fiction that deals with the solution of a crime or the unrevealing of secrets. Anything that is kept secret or remains unexplained or unknown. Mystery, a story involving a puzzling crime or another suspenseful event. Science fiction is a story based on impact of potential science, either actual or imagined. Science fiction is one of the genres of literature that is set in the future or on other planets. Science fiction, a story in which science is used to create an extraordinary plot. Fantasy is the forming of mental images with strange or otherworldly settings or character. Fiction, which invites suspension of reality. Fantasy, a story with characters and events that could not exist in real life and have no basis in science. Historical fiction is a story with fictional characters and events in a historical setting. Historical fiction, a made-up story that takes place during an actual time in history. Realistic fiction is a story that can actually happen and is true to real life. Realistic fiction, a story set in the present and involving events that could actually happen. Poetry is verse and rhyming writing with imagery that evokes an emotional response from the reader. The art of poetry is rhythmical in composition, written or spoken. This genre of literature is for exciting pleasure by beautiful, imaginative, or elevated thoughts. Poetry, writing in which the meaning and sound of words is especially important. Drama is a genre of literature that subject for composition is dramatic art in the way it is represented. This genre is story composed in verse or prose, usually for theatrical performance, where conflicts and emotion are expressed through dialogue and action. Drama, a story designed to be acted out. Biography, the story of a person's life told by someone else. Informational books, factual reading that informs a reader about a topic. Folk tale, a story that was originally told rather than written. Folklore are songs, stories, myths, and proverbs of a person of folk that was handed down by word of mouth. Folklore is a genre of literature that is widely held but false and based on unsustainable beliefs.